Hello everyone, just coming fresh from another Master of Wine study session. Meet up with a group of friends. We're not all MW students, in fact I'm one of about two, but we had lots of people who are passionate about wine, and this week we looked at Italy, tried lots of different things from Italy. I have my notes here, making copious notes as much as possible every single week, and I thought I'd take you through some of the wines. This might end up being a couple of videos because there's a few things to talk about. But good fun. I like Italian, especially blind, although the whites were a bloody nightmare. I don't know if you tried to get Italian white blind, but pretty difficult. This first one was Vermentino from Piedemontes. This was quite interesting. It was full of kind of candied lemon. It had batonnage, so a nice kind of lees flavour. Really delicious wine, 2021. Something to have a look for. Vermentino I love anyway, but this was particularly delicious. One of my best scoring wines of the tasting. Then we had the really saline, kind of fresh, juicy. This had amazing acidity. I was actually quite impressed because I don't normally like this kind of grape variety. I find it quite candied and cloying, but it was this Vigna Lanusa from Ribolla Giallo is the grape variety. It's fully organic, it's 21 again. And this was really nice pear fruit, very zingy, fresh, juicy, great wine. And then we went into a really funky Soave Superior. This is from Sandro Di Bruno, and this was 2020, I believe. Yeah, 2020, but it had so much going on. I had apricot pastry tart, cured apple. We had this kind of buttered sourdough toast, creamy lees, bright grapefruit. Really nice, but super mature for its age, and some of that kind of savoury honey character that you don't always find too appealing. I would drink this at room temperature, which is kind of fun. Not many whites can get away with that. It did have good acidity, but the maturity means you get more of it as it warms up. So that was kind of fun. Then we had this Chardonnay, which I completely did not guess. When you know you're going to have Italian tasting, it's really hard to come back to the world of international grape varieties. It was slightly sweet, but had this all kind of apple fruit. Sorry, apple should have clicked. You know, Chenin, Chardonnay, that sort of thing. Not loads of acidity, but a really nice kind of blossom, elderflower blossom that freshened the whole thing up. But that's quite a nice one if you want a decent Chardonnay to go after. And good price, about 13 quid. Right, this one was particularly funky. Trebbiano is normally quite bland, but this is Fora Trebbiano from, I think, Great Western Wine, this one, but completely organic, natural, that sort of thing. It had loads of honey, it was quite full, it was very kind of tangy. I guessed it as Fiano di Averino, losing. This is what happens if you drink lots of Italian wine, you can't speak. That is funky, weird. I didn't necessarily like it, but try it because it's fun. The next one, we're moving on to kind of red wines. We started with Barbera. Got too many wines in front of me. Here you go. So Barbera d'Alba. This was lovely. This was loads of sourback cherry, kind of really typical style. Nice bit of sweet licorice, which is very interesting. 23 quid, so not super cheap, but as far as Barbera d'Alba goes, that's pretty tasty, so try that out. The real write-off was this. I spent a decent amount of money on this. This is Rosso di Montalcino, but it was really reductive, surprising. Smelled of bacon, tasted really kind of sour and rustic. I guessed it as Pinot Nero, which is like well away from what it actually is. It's 100% Sangiovese. Struggled with this. Maybe it'll open up, I don't know. I need to go back and try it again over the next couple of days. And then we went to the best wine of the tasting, 2018, Etna Rosso, Novella Mescalese, Novella Capaccio. That was delicious, juicy, long, chocolatey, fat. We went back to Barbera, concept wine. This might go into can at some point, who knows? Yeah. And then last wines, because you know we've tasted quite a lot. This fairly standard Cantina del Nebbiolo. It's a co-op Nebbiolo. Pretty fresh violets. Had some of the typical aromas. If you're going to buy Nebbiolo, I'd trade up, but it's pretty decent. And then we moved into two wines to finish off. which I did not get at all because they are quite odd. You had this Vinetti Tardis from a tiny vineyard, supernatural, funky, good tangy acidity, lots of fruit, not my kind of wine again, but if you like a funky natural style where you're having food with a good bit of salt to offset the acidity, give it a go. It's kind of fun, love the label, fantastic. And then another standout of the tasting was this at Solis Valentino, which is a Negro Amaro. Some of the best Negro Amaros fall under this appellation. It's really delicious. This is 2007, which is a luxury to try. Those are blueberry, dark chocolate, a little bit of spice, oak, that sort of thing. So there you go, lots of Italian wines, great roundup. I will be back with more next time. I'm going to do these every week. Let me know what you think.